2 Local Weather Authority forecast. We warn you first with Chief Meteorologist Chase Menendez.
Good evening, everybody. We sure had a great day starting off our week. Temperatures starting out in the 50s, rising to a high temperature in the low 80s by this afternoon, and wind speeds hanging around that 10-mile-per-hour mark. Not too bad, and a lot of sunshine to show for it. But as we get on into the evening time, those clear skies will remain in place, and that's actually going to allow our temperatures to drop off pretty quickly down into the 60s, the 70s, depending on where you are. And as those temperatures drop off, we've got a chance to see a little bit of fog for tomorrow morning. Now, we've got chances for fog coming our way earlier this week. We saw some of that last week. Now, tomorrow, we've got a good chance to see most of that setting up off to our east, but I do think some of it could creep on into parts of the eastern edge of the basin. Big Spring dropping down to 5-mile visibility by 8 a.m., 1.9 for Snyder. Now, again, most of that is centered off to the east, so if you work in places like San Angelo or Abilene, then you could run into a little bit of that fog in the morning time, especially places like Ozona as well. That's where we're seeing the highest moisture content. Now, again, we need the temperatures to drop off pretty quickly for those fog chances to come on back for tomorrow morning. But once we get to the afternoon, we'll see that fog move out. We'll see definitely our temperatures begin to pick up thanks to those clear skies. But don't expect it to last. We've got a cold front coming our way for the middle of the week, which is, unfortunately, just in time for Halloween. A little bit spooky. Now, as far as those dew points go, that indicates how much moisture, how much water vapor we have in the air. A direct result of why we have that fog chance coming our way for tomorrow. Notice where we were seeing the thickest fog, that's also where we're seeing the highest dew point numbers. 54 degrees for Big Spring, 47 for Odessa Midland, and 37 in Guadalupe Pass. So as we track to the west, notice these numbers dropping off. Average for this time of year is mid to upper 30s. So places like Guadalupe Pass, Marfa, right on the money, while Odessa Midland pretty high up there, especially when you compare Big Spring's 54 to the upper 30s. It indicates a lot of moisture. Now, that's going to be affecting our forecast. It's not going to allow our temperatures to warm up that much. 82 degrees was our high yesterday. Today, I think we'll add 1 more degree up to 83 degrees, and our lows picking up to about 55 degrees. So still pretty chilly in the morning time, but as these skies clear out and stay clear across our entire viewing area, well, we've got a lot of sunshine to help warm us up, even in spite of that high dew point number that we've got here across Odessa Midland and places like Big Spring. Now, it's not good enough to give us too much in the way of cloud cover or rain chances, even though we've got those clouds coming on in from the west. I don't expect them to bring us any rain, at least not for now. Switching over to the model, notice it does a pretty good job with West Texas, but all those clouds out to the west, those are absent. So keep that in mind. It's not entirely accurate with the cloud cover, but I think it does a good enough job to show what we can expect overnight tonight. Maybe by around midnight, some of those clouds creeping on in. As we get to tomorrow morning, I think most of this is actually going to be fog rather than cloud cover. But either way, we're going to see the skies obscured a little bit. So watch out for that fog tomorrow morning. Bundle up as you head out to your work commute tomorrow morning as well, because it will be pretty chilly. Once we get to the afternoon, the evening time, we'll see a little bit of cloud cover rolling in from the west. But again, no rain just yet. It's not until Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon that we finally start to see some rain chances developing, because here comes that cold front barely making its way into the basin from the north. Now, it will be a little while before we see that cold front coming on through, and the timing of it still is a little bit suspect. The model's not entirely agreeable on when it's going to come through, but I've pegged it down to about Wednesday. I do expect us to see some rain developing somewhere here in West Texas, but only a 40% chance to see that rain here in Odessa Midland. Now, that is Halloween. Today, tomorrow, 84 degrees, our high temperature, lots and lots of sunshine. But then Wednesday rolls around, that cold front coming through, I think overnight Tuesday into Wednesday morning, giving us a small chance for rain Wednesday morning, and then another chance Wednesday afternoon. Now, it could make for a wet trick-or-treating session as far as puddles go, but I do not anticipate any rain in the overnight hours, just those chilly temperatures. Remember, 65 degrees, our high temperature on Wednesday, so it's going to drop off, especially as the sun goes down. So make sure if your costume is, make sure it's got some sleeves or something on your costume.
That's going to affect Halloween for some kids. I remember